Hello everyone, welcome to our next Employability Live. I'm here with Wendy from Skills Mansion. I'm Sam from Turnheads, and every Wednesday we get together to chat about employability skills and general tips for helping emerging creatives get their foot in the door in the creative industries. And today we thought it would be a good topic to kind of talk about just 5 tips from each of us about what to do after you finish university. So I guess first off, I just want to say congratulations to everyone who's had their final hand-ins, maybe their final show, and they've actually finished university. So congratulations to the graduates of 2021. I know it's not been easy, but well done. You've done so well. And yeah, I guess my first kind of tip for what to do after you finish university would be to take a break because you definitely deserve it. And I think it's really important that you do as well, because especially with everything that's going on at the moment, it's been quite stressful. You've had lots of kind of plates keep spinning in the air at the same time. So just allow yourself to kind of have a break and to kind of regroup, get perspective on things, and really have a think about what you want to do next. The second one would probably be, once you're ready to kind of come back and start building a plan, is to just kind of go online and just find as many creative job boards as you can find, and set up kind of alerts on them. You can also do Google alerts and things like that for jobs, which will obviously just help you out and bring things to your attention as they go live online. My third point would be to research companies as well. So take this time to have a look around at what agencies are doing that you kind of like their work. Have a look at their website, look at how they present themselves, what kind of clients they have, what their ethos is, and see if that kind of aligns with something that you would like to go into. And then make a spreadsheet. So tip 4 would be make a spreadsheet, definitely, because it really does help with kind of just keeping tabs and remembering who you've looked at, what you liked about them, when you contact them, leave a little note of, if you haven't heard back, when to get back in touch with them as well, because that's also something you forget to do. And then my tip 5 is just to keep creating. So, you know, I think we spoke last week about having those kind of side jobs to fund yourself through the process of finding a job in the creative industries. And that is totally normal. But yeah, just keep those kind of creative juices flowing, really. Yeah, set yourself some self-initiated projects and focus on things that maybe you have gaps in your portfolio that you'd like to fill with a certain skill to kind of show that off. But just, yeah, make sure everything you put in there is something that you really enjoy creating, something you would like to get into, and just shows the best of your abilities as well. You don't want to have anything in your portfolio that you are not 100% confident showing anybody. So yeah, just focus on doing what you love to do, put it into your portfolio, and then push it out to people. Just get as many people as you can to see it. So Wendy, what would your 5 tips be?
Yeah, I mean, firstly, before I go into my 5 tips, you know, for those who've done their projects and they're feeling so relieved, you definitely deserve to be relieved. And I think just enjoy the time that you have, you know, doing all your finals and they're all out of the way. It's important to clear your head. I think just making sure that you are in a space where you understand the importance of not overworking your brain and yourself, not trying to jump into things really quickly. So it's okay to take a break, go away with family, with friends, and just really take the time to enjoy, speak to a lot of people, because that's the beginning of, you know, you discovering what it is that you want to do later on. So the tips that I have, in no particular order. I mean, I've got them on post-it notes. Hopefully you can read them. So I started off with tell people what you're doing. Hopefully you can read that. So telling people what you're doing or what your plans are, and obviously you're not going to tell anybody but the people you trust, the people you value their opinion regarding whatever it is you're going to tell them, people who are professionals and experts in the line that you're going to be talking about. So really just telling people what your initial plans will be, and then you'll be amazed what people will suggest, other ideas people may have. And this is also part of the next tip, which is networking. So it's also part of networking. So, you talking to family, friends, industry experts, your lecturers, even though you've left university, you can still go back, your careers departments. There's so many resources out there, but talking about stuff really does open up new doors for you. So don't keep quiet. Don't sort of shy away, close yourself away. This is the time now you need to come out and start sharing some ideas. So telling people what you're doing, networking, those two things are really key. They also hold you accountable of the things that you're thinking of doing, so that when you do mention it to somebody, at some point someone will ask you, so what have you done about this? What have you done about that? And that will keep you in check, that you are actually putting some bones onto what you are planning in your mind. The other thing is getting involved with projects. So getting involved with projects, do as many projects as you can. You've got a portfolio that needs to showcase your skills, your experiences, but this time around when you're doing projects, you're actually doing to enjoy them. So find things that you enjoy doing, do some voluntary work, work for charities, create your own briefs. If you come up with an idea, you never know where it will go. Just do as many projects as possible, just to fill your portfolio, and it prepares you for the world of work. And then the last one I would say is apply. I'm really sorry if the sun is not, kind of showing off what I've written, but apply. I know it might sound premature, but I always say that sometimes applying for jobs and not getting them gives you practice and puts that discipline of you having a schedule, of knowing exactly when to do certain things. So plan your life from now on. Have a bit of a schedule. Once a week, you're going to be applying for jobs. Maybe once a month, you're going to be networking, or you're going to be part of a webinar, or you're going to attend an event. Have those kind of things so that you keep busy and you keep moving towards the big aim, which is to get you into some kind of employment, whether it's freelancing, whether it's working for an organization. But you want to now make sure that whatever you're doing, it's all driven by the fact that you want to be exposed to the big wide world. So having a schedule and applying to as many jobs as you can for practice. So you're practicing how to refine your CV. You're also applying in the event that you do get an interview, you go and practice interviewing skills. I mean, that's actually really good to actually be able to be invited for an interview and actually interviewing, even if you don't get the job. The most important thing is you're learning from the experience, you get feedback from the employers, but make that almost like a day job to apply for jobs. Have a schedule that you follow, things that includes all the things you enjoy doing. If you have a hobby, make sure it's in there. And also speaking to people about what you're doing, it holds you accountable, because people will always remind you, what have you done about that project? And just making sure that you're always working, do some kind of work, and add that to your portfolio. So I think this is the best time to do stuff. You're not under any pressure to deliver. You don't have to pass an exam. You don't have to, impress anyone as yet, but you are now in a place where it is all about you and creating the kind of atmosphere you want people to, know you for when you move on into the world of work.
Yeah, that's great. I think the employability, accountability point is really good, actually, as well, because now you're out of that kind of education system. It's just kind of you now, and you've got to kind of, keep that momentum going. So, do feel free, guys, to jump into our communities and, get chatting to people in there, because everybody is in the same or a similar position. And you can really bounce off of each other and hold each other accountable for what you're doing. Set yourself some goals, and yeah, just don't go it alone. Do reach out. So yeah, we hope this has been helpful. And again, congratulations. Have a break. You deserve it. And we will see you next week on Wednesday for another Employability Live.
See you later.